Hey, what's going on everyone? Mike here, Mike's House of Mods. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, if you're new to my channel, I actually make modifications and do maintenance and things on my Saturn Sky, which could also translate into the Pontiac Solstice. If you like what I'm doing, please smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that little notification bell so you will know when I come up with some new videos. You know, I've been through a lot of controversies throughout my life. It's less filling. No, it tastes great. The dress is blue. No, the dress is gold. New coat. Coat classic. Well, we all kind of know the answer to that one. But lately there's been a controversy in the automotive industry based around the Sprint Booster. Now, if you don't know what a Sprint Booster is, it's a little device you connect up under your dash and it kind of changes the throttle response going to the computer. So for instance, just to make it really simplified, if you normally would push your gas pedal all the way down to the floor, that's 100%. When you have the Sprint Booster on there, you maybe only have to push it 3/4 of the way to the floor, and the engine or the computer thinks it's 100%. So kind of adjust that, and there's lots of different settings. I actually have a video where I installed it. You can check that out, and it's kind of like my basic review on it as well. But that's not what this video is about. This video is hopefully going to end the controversy of whether it actually does something or if it's a waste of money. And the way I'm going to do that is the good old-fashioned 0 to 60 times. All right, so the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use my OBD2 Bluetooth reader, and I have it connected to my Torque app on my phone, and you can see that's making kind of weird lines there. But don't worry, I actually have a screen recorder on my phone that I'm going to be using. And what I'm going to do is go to remote area. I'm going to do 3 runs, one with the Sprint Booster off and one with the Sprint Booster on, and we're going to see what the times are. Now, I've never done 0 to 60 times with the Sprint Booster off or on, so this is going to be kind of a new thing to me, and I'll be honest, I have no idea if it's going to make any difference or not. It might be the exact same time. It might be a faster time with the Sprint Booster. Who knows? It might even be slower with the Sprint Booster. But I will tell you this. I'm probably the worst at launching. But the good news is I'm going to launch terribly on whether I have the Sprint Booster on or not. So when you see me taking off, I have some wheel hops. I don't want to get too crazy with it in the back and start busting things up. So, and that's probably one of the reasons why I'm not the greatest at launching. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to do the exact same thing whether I have the Sprint Booster on or not. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go to my location, set everything up, and see what happens. All right, I'm close to where I'm going to be doing my time runs. I'm going to get everything set up so once I'm there, I can just go ahead and do my runs and record it. So as you can see, again, I have my, where is it? There it is. I have my Torque app going. It's in ready mode. And over here, I'm actually going to turn off my Sprint Booster. And there it is, that is turned off. So that's off. So my first run I'm going to do is with the Sprint Booster off. And I even have my little recording GoPro up here so you can see how I'm driving, and hopefully this is going to work out really well. We'll find out. All right, this is going to be the first shot, first attempt. It's going to be going uphill, and like I said, my launches are terrible. And this is going to be without the Sprint Booster on. So let's go. Okay, there we are at 7.4, and like I said, that was going uphill. So I'm sure your results will be a little bit better if you're going straight. And again, that was without the Sprint Booster. And for those of you who don't know, this is the normally aspirated 2.4, which I added a turbo to as well. And it has about 114,000 miles, in case anybody wants to know all of the statistics that are going on. So I'm going to try to do 6 runs. I know I mentioned 3. Ooh, looks like there was a dead snake in the middle of the road there. I know I mentioned 3 earlier. It's actually, I want to do 3 of each run, with and without the Sprint Booster on. So now it's time to head back to the starting line again. Okay, here we go again, with the Sprint Booster off, going uphill, and here we go. Hopefully we can beat 7.4. Terrible launch. Okay, so it looked like that time was 7.0 exactly, which is 4/10 of a second faster, obviously, than my previous one. Now I'm going to do a third one, and we'll see what happens there. Maybe I can beat the 7.0. All right, let's try this again and get back to my position. All right, and we're ready one more time without the sprint booster. Okay, so that run was 6.7, so I'm definitely getting better, which is cool. And either my launches are getting better, my shifts are getting better, or I'm just getting luckier. I don't know, but I'm going to head back, and then this time we're going to use it with the sprint booster on. All right, so this time I'm going to put the sprint booster on, and I am going to have it set on the sport mode, which is the green, the middle mode, and it's set at number 6. That's kind of like the one that I usually use and I'm pretty comfortable with. And let's see if we can beat that 6.7, I believe it was. Yeah, 6.7. Here we go. All right, 6.6, so already we beat the fastest non-sprint booster by 1/10 of a second, and I think that was kind of a terrible launch as well. So we'll see if I can beat the 6.6. All right, so I think this time I'm gonna do one more time on that same setting, and maybe the third run, I'll put it in race mode and see if that makes a difference as well. So here we go, sprint booster set at just regular sport mode. I believe it's 6, and here we go. All right, not sure what happened there. I actually lost some time up to a 7.2, so I don't know if it was a bad launch. I thought it was a good launch, but I'm not sure what happened there. So we'll try it one more time. And like I said, I'm going to try it on the race mode. See if that makes a difference. Or not. All right, so I changed my mind. This third one I'm going to do it the same way in the sport mode 6, and then maybe I'll do a fourth one just for fun in the race mode. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the exact same way all the time. Oh, car's coming. Make sure he leaves first. And give him plenty of room to get out in front of me. All right, so let's see if we can get a better launch on this one. Here we go. I don't know what's happening there. 8.3, that just doesn't sound right. So I'm going to reset my Torque Pro and see if that fixes it. All right, this is because I didn't have the other camera going. Oh, and there's a car behind me. All right, so you guys might be wondering what's going on. I didn't have the back camera running on that last run, and I had a 7.1. So I basically redid it again just to see what would happen, and I came up with a 6.5 seconds. So I believe 6.5 so far is the fastest, and again, that was with the sprint booster on. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to redo the last run in the race mode and see if I can now beat the 6.5 with the sprint booster on. Okay, so this time we are going to do the sprint booster on in, let's go for broke, race mode, all the way up to 9. Now that's the fastest the sprint booster says it'll go, and we'll see if that makes any difference. And let's go. Oh, wow. Just barely touched the pedal and that thing is at like almost full throttle. All right, came up with another 6.5, and which is the same as the last run. So like I kind of figured, I didn't think it was going to make that big of a difference between the sport mode and the race mode as far as the 0 to 60 times, but it definitely made a difference as far as touching that throttle and immediately getting some RPMs out of it. So if you're looking for that kind of touchiness, obviously you want to put it in race mode. Now let me get all my stuff together and give you my final thoughts on all of this. So that was definitely an interesting test, and the results weren't quite what I thought they were going to be, to be honest. Let's go over the numbers again really fast. The first 3 runs without the sprint booster were 7.4, 7.0, and 6.7 seconds for those first 3 runs without the sprint booster. And with the sprint booster, the first run was 6.6, and then I lost a little bit of time at 7.2, and then ended up being 8.3, which I think was a fluke. Something must have gone crazy with the Torque Pro, or something wasn't working right, whatever it was. So I reset it. I actually came out with a 7.1, but my camera wasn't working, so I kind of got rid of that one. And then I ended the last one with the sport setting at a 6.5. Then I went up to the race mode, and again it was a 6.5. So all in all, I think they're all pretty similar. I mean, I think the difference between the times were basically the launching and just basically, you know, the shift points, where you're going to go and shift your gears. So I thought the sprint booster, to be honest, was going to have a more impactful difference on the times, but it didn't. So basically what I always said from the beginning, the sprint booster does not add more power, which is actually proven right here. It does not add more power, but it does add more throttle response, which basically touching the pedal whenever I had on race mode, that was ridiculous. As far as you just barely touch it and move, the RPMs were there. I think that it does spool up the turbo a little bit quicker, but not enough to be significantly faster off the line or anything like that. So when I buy it again, absolutely. I think it's one of the coolest mods that I have. And I did not get it mainly for the added power, because I knew it didn't add any power. I was thinking it was going to add more speed to the 0 to 60 times, and if you figure 1/10 of a second is a lot more speed, well, you know, like I said, that can be the difference on your launch and your shift points and things. Maybe if you have an automatic, which is pretty consistent, that might be a better test. If somebody who out there has an automatic GXP Redline or a turbo version, please, you know, give me the results of your 0 to 60 times, because I'm curious to know what they are compared to a manual, especially me behind the manual. So anyway, like I said, I really like the sprint booster, even though it didn't significantly change the 0 to 60 times, which I thought it was going to do. But I'd get it again anyway. So that is it for this video. Again, if you like it, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, let you know when I come out with some new ones, and hit that like button, because everybody likes to be liked. So that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video.